Hello, welcome to today's vlog post. Today I'm talking about the power of communication, and this is in any type of relationship, whether it's marriage, business, family, friends, anybody that you have a connection with, anyone that you have a relationship with. It's really important. It's just as important as trust and honesty in a relationship of any kind. It allows you to say your piece and for them to as well. And to voice opinions, to clear the air, to clear up a misunderstanding, to just let each other know how you feel about something, whatever it is. Without communication, people can become confused, angry, jealous. They can become insecure. All sorts of negative emotions can come up from miscommunication. And also, when you're, this has to do with communication as well, the silent treatment. Arguing is much better than the silent treatment. It's much healthier because at least you're airing your disagreements. You're communicating. With the silent treatment, you're communicating, but you're communicating in a very negative way. Arguments are negative too, but they could become, they could result in something positive because you're airing your disagreements. As long as you're not fighting all the time, as long as something comes out of it that's positive, and then you clear the air and you move on. Now, civil discussion is definitely better than an argument. So try for that. Be fair, be calm, and air your disagreements, air your issues with the other person, and hopefully they in turn will be fair with you and calm with you. That's the best thing. Then you can do it all with fairness and not too many ruffled feathers, and move on, and figure things out and move on. Then that's good. But arguing, like I said, as long as it's not all the time, arguing can get things out that you may really need to say, but you can't get the motivation or the nerve, some might say, to say those honest, down deep feelings that you've had, but you haven't been able to voice them before. So the argument spurs that ability for you to really be honest, and good things could come out of it. As long as it's not violent and really horrific, an argument, or long-standing where it's always happening. If you have an argument with someone and it clears the air, okay. You need to say something early on to avoid these arguments, to avoid the stress that comes with keeping things inside and stewing about them. Make sure that you are honest with the person from the get-go. If something's bothering you, say so in a calm and reasonable manner. And then it could be fixed fairly quickly, maybe fairly easily, hopefully. And then you move on. And it's not this pent up anger that just explodes one day, and then you get into this terrible fight, and maybe you never even talk to this friend again, or whoever that may be. You may end up in divorce court because you are screaming at each other all the time. Make sure that if there is an issue, be honest with it. Be honest with the person. Be honest about it, and get it cleared up in a normal, everyday, calm, and mature way. Because a lot of the times people just stew about things and they won't tell a person. The person will ask, "What's wrong? Why are you acting like this? And what did I do?" And they say, "Well, if you don't know, why should I have to tell you?" That kind of thing. Being immature doesn't help. Being mature, if you really care about this person and you want to be together with them for the rest of your life, if you want their friendship to last, if you want to be close to this family member, or if you want to keep your job or keep this coworker in good standing with you, you need to be mature about things and catch the problems before they explode and get crazy and really harmful to the relationship or the partnership or the friendship. So, and also one of these things that a lot of people seem to bring up is, "You nag me. You're a nagger." And that is something that actually I have to work on, because I do tend to keep up with something like, "Okay, all right, you're still doing this. You're still doing this. When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that?" And so I have to work on that. If you tend to nag, or somebody keeps telling you, "Why are you nagging at me all the time?" then make it a point to look inside yourself. Why do you keep doing that? What's wrong? And how can you fix it? And come to the table with I statements. If you're having a problem with someone, come to the table with I statements, saying, "This is how I feel when you do this. I feel such and such a way when you do this." Not saying, "Well, your nagging drives me crazy," or, "Why do you always have to be such an idiot?" That's not going to help anything. You know, it's about how you feel when someone does something. Express that. And then it's not about them. It's not an attack on them. It's saying what they are doing does for you, to you, how you feel about what they're doing. And then you can hopefully make them understand that it's not that you hate them, it's you just don't like what they're doing, and you don't like how you feel when they do a certain thing. So that's another thing that's good, a good communication skill is, don't be attacking the person when you're talking with them if you have a problem with them. Make it about how what they do makes you feel. I feel such and such when you do this. Then if you do that, it's not attacking the person. It's just saying, this is an issue for me. Now, can we talk about it? How can we fix this? So let's see, what else did when you're talking, again, don't criticize, don't be negative. And I said, use I statements. Also, this is another thing. Tell the person when they do something awesome, when you love what they do. If they brought you home dinner that night so you wouldn't have to cook, or they do something nice, say they bring you home something that you've always wanted and they surprise you with it. Say that you absolutely love this. Or if they do a good job on something, if they've gotten a promotion at work, or if they have gotten gotten a bonus from work, or someone from work, or any other aspect, or in the community says something really cool about them, and saying, they get credit for something that they've done, celebrate that. Don't just concentrate on when your spouse or your coworker or your friend is ticking you off. Concentrate also on those really cool times when they really stepped up for you. Maybe they did something really cool for you. Give them credit for that. And let them know that you really care. That it's not about just bickering. It's not about just finding fault. It's about reality. I mean, everybody's going to get miffed about something that somebody says or does. And everybody's going to have happy times too. It's all over the board. This is life. It's not perfect. It's not cookie cutter, and it's not all, Pollyanna and roses all the time. You're going to have some down moments. You're going to have some negative moments. But concentrate on those positive moments too, to balance it out, so you don't get somebody saying, well, you're always nagging me, or why are you always finding fault, or I'm stupid. You obviously think I'm stupid. Make sure that you are fair and nice to this person too, and bring out the positives in that person too, and recognize the cool things that they do. And I was talking about this as in medical too, between a doctor and a patient. This is mostly honesty and trustworthiness. You need that. But I think you need to be a little bit, have to have a little bit of fun too. I mean, I'm all for finding the fun and the funny in medical situations. That's a way that I've helped myself stay sane through all these years of medical stuff. So, try to, if it depends on this doctor, and some doctors are really stern and some others are, are more laid back, but try to have a relationship with a doctor, a partnership with a doctor that's comfortable, not just all business, and see where it goes. Now, they may not want to share anything about their weekend. They may not want to talk to you about anything other than medical stuff. But see if you can do that. And then that will help you trust and communicate with your doctor easier, because you feel more comfortable with them when they're not so stern all the time. Or maybe you need to change doctors. It just comes from inside. You have to look inside. That's your personal choice. If you aren't comfortable with a doctor, you have a right to switch doctors. But don't make it into, oh, well, he never smiles and he's all business. Well, maybe he's all business and he's a really darn good doctor. And if you trust him, that's fine. Or her. If you trust the person, and they're honest with you, and you're honest with them, and you can communicate with them really well, that's a good doctor. Even if they don't joke around. I mean, I've had joking doctors and I've had very serious doctors, both. And so, and I've kept both. As long as I felt good about them and comfortable with communicating with them, that's fine. Everybody's got a different personality. As long as you click, as long as you can communicate, you're good. And you feel comfortable with that person, you're good. So in all areas of your life, try to communicate fairly and comfortably, and be a little bit flexible, and hear them out, and make sure they hear you out. And so that's my vlog post for today. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope the week ahead is a good one, full of really good communication with your friends and family and coworkers and doctors and anyone else that you come across. Try to use those tips and increase your positive communication, increase your positive relationships with people. You take care, and I'll catch you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.